Hello friends, welcome to the 15th session of Hybris tutorial. In this session, we will learn how to start the server in the debug mode. So once I will start the server in debug mode, I will tell you what is the benefit of starting a server in the debug mode. As you already know, if we simply have to make our server up, we just need to use this command hybris server bat. But if we need to start the server in our debug mode, we need to add some configurations in our local.property file. So I will be basically showing you which all properties we need to add into our local.properties file. So firstly we will open the local.property file. So this is our Hybris setup, and if I go to Hybris and then in config folder, over here we do have local.property file. So I am opening this local.properties file, and if you can see, these all are the properties which you need to add in your local.properties file. I will paste these properties in the description of this video. You can copy these properties as it is in your local.properties file and it will work. So over here we give the port address. As you can see, the port address is, or the port number is 8787. So it means the Tomcat will be debugging or will be using the port number 8787 while we bring the server up in the debug mode. I will show you how we will be using this port. So firstly, I have already added these properties in my local.property file, and after that I will bring the server up in debug mode. How can I do that? I need to go in platform folder and need to write this command hybris server.bat and then space and then debug. So in this way server will come up in the debug mode. So I am firing this command by just pressing the enter. So you can see now the server will be getting up in debug mode. As you can see, it is picking the port 8787. So guys, as you can see, now the server is getting up in the debug mode and this will take some time. So let's wait for the server to come up. So guys, now my server is up, and as you can see, now I can open the storefront as well, and my server is up in the debug mode. So what I will do, I will now show you how we can debug a sample code. So for that, what we have to do, firstly we have to import the project in our Eclipse. So I will be opening the Eclipse over here, and then I will be importing the projects. So I will be firstly creating a new workspace and I will give this as a name. uh, so I'm giving the workspace name as Hybris Tube Training, and this will get created in the documents folder. I will just click on the launch. Eclipse will take some time to open. I'm clicking on file and then I will click on the import, and then I will go to general. Over here I will click on existing projects in workspace, and over here I will give the path of my Hybris folder. So I will just click on the browse button, so it will be automatically loading all the extensions which are present over this path. It will take some time. So now I will be just clicking on the finish button. As it has now loaded all the required extensions, I will click on the finish button. It will take some time to load. So now all the extensions have been loaded. So what I will do, I will firstly uncheck this build automatically, otherwise the build will start and it will just hang up my whole Eclipse. But now what I will do, I will be just opening one file. Say right now, like I am on this page, login page, right? So I will be doing a registration, like I will be filling all these things, and then I will be clicking on this register button, and I will show you how we can debug this code. So over here what I will do, I will just right click over here and then I will go to debug as, and then I will click on debug configurations, and over here I will go to remote Java application. And as you, if you remember, we had given the port name as 8787, right? So I will be changing this port as 8787, right? If you remember, we had given this configuration over here in the local property file. You can see we had given the port name as 8787. So this is the port number. So I am entering the same port number over here, and then I will click on apply, and then I will click on debug. So again, this will take some time. So guys, now the debug has been launched and I am on the login page controller. Like I do have multiple APIs over here, but when I do the registration, basically this API will be calling. I will show you how I got to know like this API will be calling during the registration, that I will be telling you. But for now, what I can do, I can go on the website and the storefront, and over here I will fill the registration form, and I have added some debug points over here, like these do debug. But I have just double click over here and these debug points have been added, right? So what I will do, I will just write some data, fill data, like I will be filling some sample data. So I have filled some data, sample data, and what I will do, I will just open the inspect mode and I will go to networks, and when I will click on the register button, I will show you over here we will be getting a call. So you can see when I click on the register button, it is giving me a call, register call, right? So this is call basically going on the back end. You can see in the end we do have slash login and then slash register. And when I have clicked on the register button, so you can see it has landed me over here. So basically what it is doing, it will be hitting this slash register API, right? So this, you can see this is login page controller, and this is class level request mapping, which is slash login, and inside we do have multiple APIs, which is slash register. So that is why it is coming over here. Slash logging is at class level, and then slash register is at API level. And you can see this is the same call going from the front end. In the end, you can see slash login and slash register. That is why it is coming over here. Now firstly I have to add my source. As you can see, this login page controller is in the training storefront extension. So I have to edit my source lookup path. So I will be clicking on add, and over here I will be clicking on Java project, and in the Java project I will be basically searching for my extension training storefront and will be selecting that. So my training storefront extension is this. So now I will click on the OK, and then I will again click on the OK for this pop-up. It will take some time to load, and again I will click on OK, and when I will click on the OK, you will see now the debug has come over here, and you can see I can see the complete details, whatever the form, in the form I have filled the data, right? So I mean this is how we can start our server in the debug mode. So over here you can inspect everything what you want to inspect, like whatever the request it is coming from the front end, all the data is now you can see easily over here. Like this was the email ID that I had entered, you can see. And if you want to change some values, you can change the values at runtime, because there will be multiple instances during your debugging where you need to change some values, right? So for that you just have to go over this section, variables, and I will just see what value I want to change. So like this is the register form, right? So in the register form, if I can just increase its size, so I am just increasing its size, and over here you can see we do have multiple things. I will just change the first name value. So what I will do, I will be just double clicking over here, and you can see I have double click, and I will just change the name as Hybris Tube. So now what it will do, it will be basically now picking the value as Hybris Tube. Over here you can see now the uh, first name value is now Hybris Tube, which was previously Amandeep, right? So this is how you can start the server in debug mode, and this is how debug works, how you can change the value of any attribute at runtime. So like in our case, now it will be taking the first name as Hybris Tube, and it will be inserting the same data Hybris Tube as a first name in the database as well. So guys, this is how you can work in debug mode. And there is one more thing which I can show you. There is always this point, like I have now added a debug over this line and over this line. If you want to move to next line, what you have to do, you either have to press F8 key, or you can directly press this icon, resume icon, right? So if I am clicking on resume icon, it will go to next line. You can see now it has going to next line. So I hope now you understand how you can start the server in debug mode, and how you can debug any code, how can you change the values at runtime. So I will be giving you these properties which you need to add to start your server in debug mode in the description box. You can pick those properties and can simply paste these properties in your local.property file, and then you can use this port during the debugging. So I hope you like this short video. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, you can share this video with your friends. Bye.